जन्म जन्म ओ तू ही मेरे पास माँ, जन्म जन्म ओ तू ही ज़मीं आसमां। सह लूंगा मैं सब सह के भी कह दूंगा ये मगर मेरे दिल में रहती भोली वाली मेरी माँ, मेरे दिल में रहती भोली वाली मेरी माँ।
Whatever I am is because of my mother. And the greatest quality that I see about my mother is that for the last 55 years of my existence, I don't think so she has pointed out that you are wrong anywhere. I mean, she makes me feel that I am God, that God only cannot make mistakes and I am a true avatar of God. That is what she always has made me believe. When I wrote my book 11 Commandments of Life Maximization, and in many interviews of mine, when people have asked me who has been the biggest motivation of my life, and the biggest motivation of my life has been my mother. In 1985, I started my career as a door-to-door salesman in Eureka Forbes. Every day I would come back home at about 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. I would take the last train and come back home. I used to work in Grand Road, which is about 20 kilometers from the place that I stay, and I stayed on Andheri. And I would come back home and this lady is waiting for me at 1 o'clock without having her food, waiting for me, in spite of the fact that I've told her so many times that you should eat your food and go to sleep. I have the keys. She will wait, she will make it hot and give it to me. And early morning at about 5:30, I would leave my home and I would sleep. From then onwards till today, it's been 35 years that I have slept not more than 4 hours. And so the most important thing about my mother is that every day I would come and ask her, "Naala sale aao," which means kal mera sale hoega kya? And she would say, "Sale hoega, sale hoega, sale hoega." And I believe that I sold every day because of my mother's blessing. Every day I sold. There was not a single day in my life that as a salesperson I did not go home without selling. And there was only one day on the 10th of April 1986 that I did not sell and I did not go home. So for the entire period that I was a salesperson, and the entire period that I was a group leader, and the entire period that I was a supervisor, a branch manager, and till date I keep asking her, how will my program go? How will the whole thing happen? And she would say, it will be rocking. You have put in your efforts. You are doing your best. You are working so hard. You are going to win. This unbelievable belief that mothers have about their sons and daughters is the belief that we as managers and leaders and entrepreneurs must have in our people. And if we can inculcate this belief that mothers have about their children and the ability to accommodate every nonsense of the child, good or bad, even if you become a drug addict, they are there. Even if you become a drunkard, they are there. Even if you murder, they will come to the jail. This kind of unconditional love to the offspring that they are created is the kind of love and affection and passion we should have for all the siblings that we have around us, even though they were not born to us or our mothers. I believe that all great managers, all great leaders, all great entrepreneurs must have the mother's love and mother's affection. Mother's love and affection for the subordinate, mother's love and affection for the supplier, mother's love and affection for the customer, mother's love and affection for the partners, mother's love and affection for every human being that comes in touch with us. And every living being that comes in touch with us, whether it's trees or plants, or whether it is a dog or a horse, our love and affection towards everything around nature, because we are all nature's creatures, and nature is today teaching us some of the most important lessons, that if you don't care, if you don't have affection, if you don't love, you will pay a price. So on this wonderful day, the 10th of May 2020, on this important Mother's Day, my message to myself is that the same love and affection that my mother has for me, I should have for every living being around me. If I can inculcate this practice of my mother and this love and affection of my mother in me, I believe that I will be in a position to achieve and exceed and get ahead in life and have a much more beautiful, much more peaceful life. My heart and my soul will be filled with thoughts of peace, courage, health, hope and prayer, because this is what mothers are, filled with peace, courage, health, hope and prayer. And this Mother's Day, we should inculcate these practices. All the very best. This is T.I.G.E.R. Santosh Nair, the chairman of Smart Training and Consultancy Services, and also the chairman of Santosh Nair Knowledge Products and Merchandising. Wishing you the very best, wishing you greatness, wishing your mother even more bigger greatness, wishing your mother who brought you to existence, my greatest respect and salute to the unconditional, undying spirit of children and mothers coming together, celebrating. All the very best. Thank you very much and happy Mother's Day.
मेरे दिल में रहती भोली भाली मेरी माँ,